So what are buyers' closing costs or concessions when it comes to buying or selling? Well, if you're a home buyer who's preparing to purchase, it's important to understand the closing costs associated with the transaction. And if you're a seller, it's good to understand sometimes buyers need help with their closing cost. So closing costs, they're the fees, taxes, and other expenses related to finalizing a purchase. And they're separate from any down payment that a buyer may need to make. So typically closing costs amount to approximately 3% of the purchase price. And these costs can include fees for the escrow company, title insurance, taxes, loan origination fees, and more. So prior to closing, a buyer will receive an estimate of these costs and all the funds that will be due at the close of escrow. So if a home buyer has limited funds, they can always explore the option of having the seller pay some or all of their closing costs. Now this can make an offer less competitive, but in buyers markets, some sellers are even offering credits to help buy down buyers' interest rate as well as helping with the closing costs. So understanding and managing closing costs is an important part of the home buying process. Now, as a seller, paying for a buyer's closing costs, that's going to cut into your bottom line. So sometimes buyers will write over list price to try to compensate to help the seller's net. And that's a nice strategy so long as the home will appraise. So there's a lot of tricky moving parts and scenarios that all need to be looked at. But that's why it's great to have an experienced agent on your side when it comes to these different scenarios. So if you have questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to provide guidance and support that you need to make an informed decision when it comes to selling your home. So reach me on my cell anytime, 702-510-9625.